Good morning, everyone. I'm here to do the boho draw for March for the folio, and also to show you the new challenge for the end of March. It was just a quick thing we decided to do because we were originally going to be doing a different challenge by somebody else, and we decided to do this one. Now this one, Know Your Own Beauty, we put up on YouTube and in another group 3 years ago on the 16th of April. I know the exact date because I downloaded it and couldn't find it. When you download from YouTube, they are supposed to put it in your iCloud. Well, I had to download it 3 times before they did. And then, of course, you've got to go to the exact date to find it. So I had a bit of fun yesterday trying to find it so I could add it onto the end of this, because there's no point in me doing a completely new video when I already have one on showing you how to make it. So let me first do the draw for the boho one, which is, let's see if I've got it quickly at hand. I may have put it away because I've got several on the go at the moment, and it's probably in an envelope somewhere. Anyway, so this is the draw for the boho. So I've got the names in here. I'm just going to close my eyes so hopefully I don't flick any out of here, because I sometimes do that and I want to make sure. I think I've got them all in. Right, so that one there, was it that one that jumped in my hand? Where are we? Open them. Right, Kim Kite, and the number at the end of it is 4253. So Kim, if you get in contact with me, my email address will be in the section underneath the video, the description, and I will get the other boho folder out to you. The one in group has already been won, and that has gone off to the people who won them. So thank you, Kim, for commenting. Thank you everybody who commented. It was just an awful time of just not being well, and now it's Ramadan, which started the 10th of this month. It takes me a while to get into the routine because you spend more time doing prayers like Tawweeh, which includes reading the Quran. There's so many other things that you do in Ramadan you don't do the rest of the time, and it takes up more of your time, and it's trying to get into that routine, and in the routine of sleep, because you spend a lot of time awake at night. So it's a bit sort of up and down at the moment, but I've got into the routine and I am so grateful for that, and I'm doing really well with my Quran reading, so I'm chuffed as anything, and I can't wait to celebrate Eid with all the grandkids. So thank you, Kim, and I will get in touch. And again, thank you to everybody who left the most kindest comments. I really appreciate each one of you, and I will get round to answering you all soon. Thank you. So this is the challenge this month. Know Your Own Beauty. Absolutely beautiful. So you make a journal, and this is my wee journal. Slipped up a bit, and I'll show you what I did. I'm showing you mine this time, and you will see in the video what I did last time, so it'll give you ideas of how to put it together. And it's a lovely wee journal. These little tags, I've actually put some peacock ribbon on the bottom to, you know, give it that a little bit of difference and a different look on it. If you love peacocks, you're just going to absolutely adore this one. Now, this is one of the freebies. Now, last time the freebies were given out, if you entered, you got it through an email. This time, this freebie is in Ko-fi. Okay? So all you have to do is go to Ko-fi, and you can find the high resolution image of it. I'll show you the big one. I'll show you the actual page so it's easier for you to see. And you get 4 images on Ko-fi. It doesn't cost you anything. It is a gift. Okay? And here, I love this. So I'm thinking, I know there were 8 tags. I know there were 8 tags. I remember cutting out 8 tags. Yeah. And what do? You land up sticking 2 together. You know, you stick the grommet through, and don't realise you've got one underneath it. So I thought, I'm going to leave it like that, because then I can do an over the page. So that's what I did with that. So there are no mistakes in crafting, just happy accidents. And many craft channels say that. So there he is, upside down. And Zern has made a beautiful kit here. It was one of the first she did on her own, when it was just the two of us, and I just love it. I really do. She's worked so hard. I'm not going to pull all the journaling cards out, because you'll see them in the next one. And I really don't want you to have to see things twice. Right, now this time, my envelope, I've done it different. Last time I used the Velcro opening. This time I put a magnet. Now I put it on this side underneath here. Okay, but then when I was decorating it, I decided to put one on the back as well, so it wouldn't really matter which side you put the magnet, and the other one goes in here. And I like a magnetic closure because it's not as fat as using the Velcro dots, and I just think it keeps it all together, doesn't it? This way around. Now I'm gonna have to move that because it's quite a lot that you need to see. So we've got another little book here, and this is notes. This is what you put your notes in, and I've just literally just put 2 tags in there. The rest of it I've left blank, other than at the bottom, because this is for you just to, you know, you can take it in your handbag or whatever, and that's just for little notes. Now this is the main construction of it. Okay, so this, okay, if we get the envelope bits out of the way, this flips down. Okay, and then when you've flipped it down, you've got a lovely pocket here, which is made from a journaling card. And your journaling cards then slip in here. Okay. Then, if we come back up here, this then flips open this way. And again, you've got journaling cards in here. And you've got another pocket here. And I've put more journaling cards in there that way. So it's made, so the inside, the actual putting it together, is exactly the same as what I did last time, but this time I've changed it up a bit, put different decorations on, and it's nice to see different ways of doing it, and then that will inspire you to do it your way. Okay, so here, these, you cut these out, and these are what you tuck that under. So pop him over, and then you can just tuck that underneath there. It's going to come up today. Come on. You're just being difficult, aren't you? I've got my fingernail underneath, try and lift it. It's got caught on the thing underneath. Why are you being difficult today? No, you worked perfectly yesterday. I'm going to undo that and just show you, and then I'll put it back together later. But literally, it just tucks under there. Okay, so normally that would be underneath there, but it'll have to stay on top today. So I can close it out. Oh dear, there's always something, isn't there? So yeah, that's the envelope. And this challenge, again, the kit is in Ko-fi. You buy the kit, you make the kit, or part of it. You don't have to make all of it. You could just do maybe just the journal and decorate the journal up. Put picture or pictures either in the group, which is the Magical Paper Pantry, or in the event. Whichever you do, Zern and I will pick your names up. There will be 2 giveaways in group, as always. There will be, the one in group will be split into 2. One is, Zern is in America, so she sends to that side. I'm in Scotland, so I send to this side, okay? Both sides of the pond, okay? And then on here, I also will be doing another giveaway, and the giveaway is open to anybody, wherever you are, not fast. But I'm going to change it this time. I'm going to add a little thing on top that I want you to do. So, as always, be a member of Magical Paper Pantry, comment and like, but this time I want you to tell me where in my video I make a booby, a mistake, okay? I laughed because I'd forgotten about it. Well, you would have done, wouldn't you, 3 years ago, that you made this mistake. As I do quite often, you know, I'm always gluing things in the wrong place, take them off and then put it back together afterwards. You can describe it. You can look for the minutes. You know, if you put your browser on the bottom, it will tell you exactly at what minutes it is. Say, for example, it's 10:33. You will put 10:33 in the comments, however you want to do it, okay? And if you add that, I will add things to this. If you're a journaler, I will add things for journaling. You know, if you're a card maker, I will add things that a card maker would do. I will find that out when we get the winner, okay? So you won't just get this, you will get extras, okay, if you answer that question, okay? So thank you so much for looking, and I'll pass you over to my old video. Ta-da! Good morning, everyone. I'm here to do the challenge for TLC Creates. This is by Zern again, and it's really, really beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And if you complete the challenge, which is make something with the kit, Zern will send you a free sheet of goodies. Now, what they will be, I have no idea, whether they'll be related to this kit or there'll be something else. She's not sure yet, but you will get a free sheet of goodies. Then she will choose 3 extra winners, and these winners will get a little bag of original Victorian die cuts, okay? And the first winner will get her version of the challenge, the one that she's actually made, okay? So there's quite a lot to be had on this. I will put all the details down below so you know what's there, okay? Now, what you are getting is you are getting a journal, and the journal has beautiful pages and peacocks in it, and it's a stuffed envelope, okay? So it's quite a big, there's a lot in this one. So let me just show you the kit first. That's the easier way to do it. Make sure I'm in frame. Right, so this is your envelope. Everything will be backed with the backing paper, which I'll show you later on. So this is your envelope. Then you have pockets. This is one pocket, this is another one, and this little thing here is a header, and this actually tucks just underneath those flowers, but I will show you how to do that when I show you the flip through. Beautiful, gorgeous tags, aren't they? They're absolutely lovely tags. This is a flip. This is the pocket that goes on this flip. This is another tuck, and this you stick over the top of where you've glued your flaps, so that it makes it really, really neat inside. And as you can see, some gorgeous, gorgeous ephemera. Absolutely beautiful ephemera, really is. Beautiful. And the kit is called Know Your Own Beauty. Okay, so she's done one there, and a strut your feathers. That was quite nice, strut your feathers. These are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. My ones of these, I actually used ice spruce, I think, if I remember correctly, and the colour by just putting a tiny little bit of ink on them, distress ink. Oh, it really makes them pop, and they're absolutely stunning. So then we come on to the journal. So you've got this bigger journal, that's the journal cover, and the journal has these 2 pages and these 2 pages. So there's a total of 4 pages. You print however many you want. Now it's up to you whether you print them on card or on paper. I always print on card purely and simply because it looks better on the camera. Okay, that's why I print on card, but you can make up how many you want, how many pages you want. That is your decision. Then you've got a little diddy notebook, and the notebook has these lovely, lovely lined pages. Now bear in mind, all the backings will be your backing paper, so you'll have like your lined and a backing paper, you know, just a plain sheet to write on and sew through your book. And that's the beautiful backing paper. Absolutely lovely. You can imagine writing on this, can't you? Absolutely lovely. Zern gives you a really, really comprehensive set of instructions. And the other thing she does, and I've not printed them all off, is she actually gives you pictures to see her make as well. So you can understand what you are doing, which is really, really useful. I didn't print all the pictures off. I think there was about 4 sets, but those are just some of them. So let me dive in. Okay, let me show you properly now. Right, now I've sealed mine with your Velcro, which I love because it's easy, quick and easy to do. Obviously, you can do the wrapped with the brads. Whatever you decide and how you want to close this is your choice. Okay, so let me just move the journal out of the way. I want to make sure I don't go up too high, but I need to come down a bit. Yeah, I should just about get you all in there, shouldn't I? And I've put my little notebook inside, which I'll show you again in a minute. So if you hold it this way, you'll see we've still got the envelope flaps. Now, it's up to you. You can cut those envelope flaps off if you want to, or keep them on. That is your choice. I kept them on because it helps keep this in here. It's not going to fall out. Or you can put the journal in, whichever one you decide, whether you want to put that in or you want to put the journal in. You decide. You don't have to put either of them in. You can just stuff it up to the hilt and just have it as it is. But to work on it, you need it this way round. Okay? So let me show you how this works. This is one flap. And this one, as you can see, tucks under those flowers. That is another flap. And this is your pocket. Okay? So like I was saying, when you are gluing these down, which I'll show you how to make this in a minute, this is your backing that goes over the flaps here and here. And it makes it look really, really lovely, doesn't it? And I've put all my tags. I used the little tiny bit, you know, the big crocodile, can't remember, big punch. I used a tiny hole, and it worked perfectly on here. And just put some wool that I was playing around with. I made a baby blanket with this for somebody years and years ago. And when I was sorting out, because building work is doing my nutting at the moment, I found it and I thought it would be perfect for this. So I'm tucking those in there. In here, I've put tags all the way through. Isn't that lovely? Really beautiful. All beautiful flamingos. Peacocks. Put my brain back in again. And down the bottom here, another beautiful peacock and another tag. Now, obviously, you put as much as you want into yours. It's entirely up to you. Now, this comes up and tucks under there. Okay? And then that flips over there. That's how you do it. And then these cards, I've cut out the little roundels, the buttons, and I've popped them in the middle. And I put the belly band down the side here, you know, just to give a little bit more decoration. And then on the front, I've put Know Your Beauty. Okay. And then when you seal it up and you flip it over, I've got Strut Your Feathers on the back. There is no explanation about doing Strut Your Feathers on the back or whatever. I've put these labels on just because that's what I wanted to do, just to make a little bit more out of the envelope. If you're going to post this or put it in the post, you might not want an envelope, something on the back, but I thought it just made it complete for me. Okay, now the journal, as I say, you've got these gorgeous, gorgeous pictures in. Now I decided to put this little journaling card as a pocket. And as you can see, I've got that gorgeous, gorgeous colouring coming through there. I'm sure it's iced spruce. Let me just check the colour so I can tell you. No, tumble glass. Tumble glass is the one I've been using. Tumble glass, that's the one I use. And it just, you've got that hint of a tint that comes through and it marries up beautifully with Zern's colourings for the rest of their kit that she's done. Go in, go in, go in. Okay. And I've used the tuck spots in this one. Isn't she beautiful? Absolutely lovely. So I've used all the little tucky spots in here. This again is another little card, and I've used stuck the tag in there. Just beautiful, beautiful pictures, aren't they? Absolutely lovely. There's this one again, and And that beautiful peacock. I mean, you can imagine writing in these and putting things in, can't you? You know, I mean, all these peacocks are stunning. You can make the pockets with the backing paper if you want to. You know, it really is up to you how you decorate yours. You know, whatever you like and whatever really draws you to your creativity. Stunning, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. I love this one. Isn't that gorgeous? Japanese style, isn't it? You can feel the Japanese style in that one. And that's another one of her little label tags. It says Dance Proudly. And this one. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. So that's your journal. And you can see now, hopefully you can see now, where I've put that tumble glass bluey colour over the top. And it just changes the look of it from the black and white one. And that's obviously a ticket. Oops, if it comes out, it'll be a ticket. Shoved it up there too hard when the glue must have been damp. And these are put together with 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now in the notebook, I decided to go different. I've used Linda's stamps. That one is from the Dragonfly ones, and it says Find Your Wings, which I thought was appropriate for the fact that this is, you know, peacocks and birds. That's her mini heart, and that's her floral one. And I've just stamped them different places through the book, and Live Your Best Life in the middle, just to give it something different, because if you're going to be writing, you want to, you know, this is a notebook. This one's a journal, so you want tags and everything in it, and I thought a notebook, you want to be a notebook, don't you? But you want it still to be pretty, you know, for little things that you're going to jot in it. Okay, so they are my two beautiful books, which I absolutely love making, and that is all the things there. Now obviously if you haven't got time, just make one of the books. Make a journal or make the notebooks. Make just the envelopes. The choice is yours, but you get all the kit to make all of this. Okay, now let me just go through how to put this envelope together, because sometimes, I don't know about you, sometimes I read instructions and I look at them 3 times and it still don't make sense. And you're like, no, I'm doing that wrong somewhere. I better put it away for a month and then I might suss it out. As we do. Right, so first thing you do is you get your little header. And you can see you cut the flowers out and they're proud from the base. And these little flowers, don't glue those little flowers down, because that's what holds the pocket up. So I left like a little gap. Yes, I'll show you where I put in the glue in a sec. What I did is I've actually left a little bit along there and that bit there, so there's plenty of room to tuck up under, because obviously depending on different printers it will depend how big your pocket's going to be. Okay, so that goes in there. Then actually no, I shouldn't have stuck that down there, should I need to put the blue bit in. It's alright, see, even when you've done it you mess it up. Oh, she's having a good day today. I've not done a video for a wee while now. We're having so much problems with this internet. Right, this is this one. And this one tucks in here and glues down there. Now what I like to do is I like to fold it over with the other bit, just to make sure you've got the bend in the right place. You know, it's not going to be too far over that way so it doesn't close properly. Yeah, so that's one. Oh, our internet, it's absolutely awful. Now here you've got the gluey bit, and then you've got another little bit. If I close that like that, you can see where if you score along both bits. Now Zern has got this on the page, you will see she has told you to score these two. So she has marked it, so you know exactly how to get this little bit here. Okay, yeah, they're updating our internet. Well, not our internet, they're updating about 18-20 miles away, and it's a new company that nobody has ever heard of before, and they're doing all this new fibre optic, you know, the fibres and what have you, so it works around here. And for some reason, you just cannot get on the internet. We had a mast update going on, which we think has been done, but we're not sure because people still can't use their phones. So we've had mast updates going on and this putting fibre in. And why a different area would affect us, I don't know. It's probably because we're all under the Edinburgh Exchange. And it's just potty. It really is potty because you can't, you can't watch anything. You can't do anything. You can't film. Well, you can do your videos, but you can't upload them. I've got some other videos to put out as well. And you just hope. And I seem to be getting a tiny little window round about tea time when I can sort of get on for 20 minutes or so. If I'm, I catch it right. To try and sort of, see messages and that, because otherwise Messenger is just a person's name and blank. Facebook is just blank. If you try to log on anywhere, it's going like this, and it's not even going at speed. It's just like this if you're lucky. Oh dear, my son the other day says that he was swearing because he just couldn't cope with the internet any longer. He says it's because he wanted to do this download so he could get his car sorted, and you just can't do it. It's just not on, and it's been like this for ages and ages. Downstairs, she's got a console out for the boys, a games console, because she messaged me and said, "Have you got 2 AA batteries?" And I didn't ask what for. You don't, do you? Just look and you get the batteries. And then later on, she said, "It's because we can't get on. We've got no telly." I says, "No, I know." I says, "Nobody's got it. It's just ridiculous. Nobody can get on." So she's got an old console, and thankfully she'd kept it, so the kids can actually watch something now. So they're playing consoles at the moment because, obviously you can't do Xbox Live anymore around here. It's just absolutely nuts. And of course it's bad enough when the weather's bad because, there are so many hills, and where our mast is at the Millers, we're very, very hilly here. They're quite big hills here, and, the net goes rubbish if the weather's bad. So, I literally sit almost on top of the box and hope, the modem will work. But, oh, my days. Right, now, and this one, so this one is here, that's your tuck block, which goes on there. Sorry, I'm blethering away, I'm not showing you what I should be doing, am I? This can go on here. That's what's on there. Like that. That's your other tuck spot. So this is where, now Zern on this one put it the other way round and was tucking from this way. I've done it this way. If you do it the other way round, when you lift up, the bits are not going to fall out, but mine aren't falling out, so I just like it that way because then aesthetically everything's in the same direction. That's why I did mine that way. Now you can choose to put your pocket like this, or you can choose to put your pocket like this. Now this is how Zern did it, and that's how I did it in my other one, so this time I'm going to pop it that way, stick it up on the side. The glue will come out. It's unreal, it's really warm today here. Unreal, we've had such cold weather, and of course everybody's putting the heating on. In fact, we had army Chinooks overhead at the weekend. A wild boar had escaped from Edinburgh Zoo. Okay, so they're doing the whole wide area trying to find this wild boar. So you've got these Chinooks going overhead, and the chat in Hawick chat was that what they were doing, they were going around and surveying and seeing how many people have put their heating on. Oh God, they are so funny. But I've not heard if they found him yet or not, so we might still have one out there. It's like when next door lost their snake. Right, so that is your envelope. That is as quick and easy as it is to do. Glue these two on. Put the backing paper on so that you can't see your flappy bits, your taggy bits. pop these on, and you're there. That is how quick and easy it is to do. And when you tuck this up, obviously you bend it slightly, you tuck it up underneath here, that holds it all in place like that, absolutely perfectly. Okay, and then this closes over the top, and that's your envelope. All done, finished and easy. So let me just tuck my bits in. And tuck that bit up like that, and tuck that bit like that. So that will be your envelope when it's finished. Now you could easily put that in the post, easily. It's sturdy, it's not going to fall apart. You would glue this down across inside here. If you just glue a little bit here, you know, maybe a little bit of double-sided tape on there, and then tell them to be careful how they, you know, if they could then cut across there. You know, if there's a tiny, you know that really thin red double-sided tape. If you put that there, then they could cut in here, and you're not going to lose the aesthetic of the envelope. But I think that's absolutely beautiful. I really do. And of course, you could put Velcro dots there and there if you wanted to be different. And again, you can do the circle when you wrap your cord round, whatever you like to close it. But they really are lovely. You know, you've got a lot going on here. Now the other thing I was going to show, I was just going to show you how to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch, purely and simply because not everybody knows how to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch. If you don't want to see how to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch, by all means end the video now. But I just want to show you 3-hole pamphlet stitch, just to show how quick and easy it is to do it. And you don't need to measure, you really don't. Now, what I do, I'm going to stand up to show you what I do. What I do is I hold it like this, as if it was in a book cradle, okay? And then I will eyeball where the middle is, and the middle's about there, and then push the bradawl, the awl, or whatever you want to call it, through, poke it all. And then you come in about 1/2 inch from the top, push again, 1/2 inch from the bottom, push again, and that's your holes done. Let's just make sure that's gone through completely. Yep, it has, and that's that. Let me get my little box of goodies out that I use. I will just put a couple of these on just in case the holes move while I'm sewing it. Now you need 3 times this length. And I always do 3 times plus a tiny little bit more, purely and simply, depending on how you're going to finish off the end. I've actually started mine on the outside and finished on the outside. If you are making a journal, you normally finish on the inside. But these I finished on the outside, so I could just do a little bow, just so it looks different. But most people start and finish on there. But it's the same concept. Whichever way you go into that hole, it's still pamphlet stitch, especially with a bit of cotton in her mouth. So I've got a bit of cotton in my mouth. Go. Let's just thread the needle up. That's it. So if we come in from the back again, because this means we're going to have the tie on the outside, you literally go through that hole. Make sure you've got a dangle at the end, you don't pull it through. Go up to the top and pull that through without going too tight. Then you go back through the middle again. Now, when you're going up and down, try not to split the thread, because if you split the thread, you can't pull it. It will jam and it will stop, and you'll be in this position whereby you can't tighten it up. Particularly when if you've got about 30 odd pages you're sewing together. So straight down into the bottom. It's basically like doing back stitch. That's what this is. So you now see we came up out of there, into there, back up through there, down there, and we're at the back. Yeah, this is how easy 3-hole pamphlet stitch is. You then go under that one, just to give you a bit of extra security, and you tie it. Now, if I had a lot of pages, I would be going through and I would be making sure that this was tight. You know, you've not got a bubble because sometimes you can get a little bit of a bubble if you haven't pulled it properly. But that is as quick as easy to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. If the pages are bigger, you can do another hole here and another hole here, so you could end up doing 5-hole pamphlet stitch. On some ones, when you got them, you know, quite big, you can do 7, 9, as long as it's an odd number, you can do the pamphlet stitch, and that is how easy it is to sew up a journal. So there we are, guys. Thank you so much for being me. I'm just hoping to goodness I can get this uploaded for you, because the challenge actually started early. It's supposed to start on the 16th, but it started early because they had a party in Printables for Your Journals with TLC, and obviously this has started, and I've seen Armel, hers has already gone up, and I've seen a few others. So have fun with this. It is wonderful. Now, it's up to you whether you trim these little bits, because obviously I've got these because I've used card. I've used about 8 sheets of card in the middle, 8 or 9. I think it was 8 or 9. I can't quite remember. I just trim these down with a paper trimmer. I just hold it like that and cut them down. Where are we? So you can see, so it's all level. But it's entirely up to you. Some people, when they're making journals, trim this down. Some people don't. It is really, really up to you what you do. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful to you. These are Linda's stamps that I've used. They are in another video that I've not actually managed to get up yet. And hopefully I will. There's 4. These 4 are in a set. And then the dragonfly, I'm hoping you can see that dragonfly. There's a dragonfly here with a frame. There's a plain frame. There's Find Your Wings. And then there's the word dragonfly. And that's another set of Linda's. Okay, so I'll put the link for those down below. And then if you're interested in these, you can go and have a look. I mean, Linda has worked her socks off the last few months, making masses and masses of stamps. If there's any stamps that you are particularly looking for that you can't find anywhere else but you would like, let me know, or let Linda know, and Linda will do her best to make it, and she'll put it in her store. So have an amazing day, everybody. Can't wait to see all the challenge makes. I really can't. I'm really excited about it. And it's great to do another video after about 2 weeks. I will get Linda's video up that's been sat there. I deliberately haven't done any more videos because I thought if I can't upload that one, there's no point in doing about 3 or 4 or 5 videos, because they're going to be sat there and the information is going to be out of date, and that's no good for anybody. So love and blessings, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-da!